FlossTube. Welcome to my channel, Stitching is Elementary. My name is Carol Lee, and this is FlossTube number 47. Today it is Monday morning, May 29th. If you're in the United States, it's Memorial Day. So I am obviously off school, and I only have 2 more days of school left, and then I'm totally done, so I'm excited. So I'm back today with my giveaway winners for my last video. And my progress that I made in my 5x5 +1 Maynia, and then my plans for Red, White, and June with the Backwater Shop, their stitch along. And then I'm going to do a separate video with Halloween plans, Stitch Halloween and June plans, a whip parade, and a partial pattern parade, because I had some requests to do a pattern parade, but I did a really big Halloween pattern parade last year, I think it was. So I have another video on that, but I tried to pull all the patterns I thought were kind of new, which I didn't have as many new Halloween patterns as I thought, but so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to show all my whips, but I thought a separate video for that if you're not into Halloween would be better. So I hope you all are doing well. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Anything going on? No, I'm just already in my mind on summer break. If you haven't watched before, I'm a teacher. I'm what would they call it, EIP teacher. So I do early intervention programs. So I basically pull out small groups of kids and try to, move them to grade level. So, but before that, I taught kindergarten, first and second for the last 20 years. So anyway, but I am almost done for the summer. So I already started painting my bookshelves in my little library here, my library/office. So if you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture of the before and then just me starting to paint the color. That's why you're getting this view right here. So excuse the mess, because it is a mess right now. And so we're upstairs in my house, and we have this one little bedroom, but it's teeny weeny. Like, it might be good for a nursery, but that's about it. So my husband used to have his office in it, but it was even too small for him. So he moved we have like a finished basement. He moved down there, and I decided to use this room for like an office/library. I wanted somewhere to have a comfy chair and all my books and a desk and stuff. So anyway, my husband for last Christmas made me really nice wood bookshelves. But I like to paint everything, so I'm painting them. So anyway, hopefully I'll be done in a couple weeks. I already started, and then I'll finish. I have all but one bookshelf with the first coat of paint on, and then he has to do some other finishing work to them, and then I'll put the last coat on, and I have to do all the shelves. But I got this new paint from Lowe's. Hold on, I'm gonna show you in case you're interested. You're probably not, but I've never used it before, and it is awesome. Okay, so you can't even see the name of it, but it's, let me see if I can see the name on here. Oh, Valspar Cabinet and Furniture Paint in interior exterior satin. So you can see that's the color, but the can kind of looks like that. It covers so well. One coat really, like the second coat is going to be perfect, and I won't need a third. It's like almost perfect the way it is. So I was super happy. I usually use chalk paint, but I'm usually covering over other finishes, which chalk paint is good for, because you don't have to sand and prep everything. You can just go right over a glossy finish, and chalk paint pretty much always works. But this is raw wood, so I thought I would try this. These chalk paints coverage isn't always great. Anyway, I love this. It's awesome. So if you need to paint anything raw wood, or if you're refinishing, you take it down to raw wood, this paint is great, and you can get it in any color you want. They just tint it for you. So anyhow, okay. So I'm excited to get that done. So you're going to see the mess here, but I'm just realizing this I've never talked about. I keep meaning to show in a video, and I keep forgetting to, but this is I believe needlepoint, antique needlepoint I found at one of the big antique shops around here. And I just thought it was gorgeous. Let me take it out and show you closer. It came just like this old antique gold frame. And this girl, like it's not cross stitch, it's needlepoint. But oh my gosh, isn't it gorgeous? And you can see here, there's just a few bare spots here. Look really close. Yeah, you can see right there. But I think it is just so cool. And I would love if this was my screen grab, but it probably won't be. But anyway, and I saw her and I was like, okay, if she's under this amount, so I was thinking if she's under $100, I'm gonna grab her. And she was a good bit under $100, so I was shocked. So I was like, oh, so I must have got this like, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago, but I just keep forgetting to show it. So this blue, I was gonna have this in my dining room and it just kind of stood out, didn't look good. And this blue really goes with the shelf color, so I'm gonna have it in here. So yeah, isn't she pretty? I don't usually find good finds at antique stores, so I was super excited about that. Okay, all right, let's get started. All right, so I'm pretty happy with my sampler Maynia progress. I'm pulling my chair closer. If I had stitched on just my samplers, obviously I would have gotten more done. But I was also in the mood for patriotic sewing. So let me show you first what I got done for that. So I don't really have any fully finishes, but I don't think I had finished this in my last video. I did finish the first pattern out of these triple play pillows. I did this one, and I'm gonna do the other two, but I haven't started the other one yet, but oh, I love it. Isn't it pretty? That's all DMC. I think it came out really nice. So I'm gonna finish it just like she did. Yeah, so that's one finished. And then I've been working on, I belong to Teresa Kogut's Patreon, and I've been working on one of the May patterns she gave us. So you get like four, I'm a teacher, I can count, 4 free patterns every month. So it's a really good deal. I just pay like for the whole year one time. And yeah, whatever. So it's Patriotic Tweet. And here's, I'm using, there's a couple hand dyes, and then all the rest are DMC. So I'm doing this on, oh no, I forget the name of it. I think it's Hazy Gray, but here's my progress. And it's like a cloudy kind of day here, and I have the light on, like overhead light in this room on, so I mean, I guess the light's not too bad, it's just a little weird. Unfortunately, the light is like right above my camera. If it was behind it more, it'd be better. So that's my progress on that. And this is a 32 count fabric. So I will keep working on that for Red, White, and June. I'm just gonna put that with those. Okay, so now, you know what, let's do all of Red, White, and June, and then we'll do samplers since I started with that. Okay, so I'm gonna work on this. And then the other day, Fat Quarter Shop had a flash sale, and I don't normally do their flash sales, but I kind of liked everything on their flash sale. So, my dog is whining at the door. So I got a couple of things, and I'm trying to remember, 2 were flash sale, 2 were not. Okay, so the flash sale was, I think 2 were, yeah, I think so. I might be wrong, but anyway, this is on flash sale, which this is the only one I think I didn't have. I looked for it, I couldn't find it. So if I find it ever again, it will be a giveaway if I do already have it. But I want to do all these jarfuls. And then I also got fabric. I know I need to do a quilty video, and I am going to, but that was on flash sale. This Rose by Jo Morton. I have been looking at this since it came out. And there was a Block Bonanza monthly, Block of the Month program you could do through a lot of people that use this, and I just really loved it. So I got the layer cake. I should have gotten a couple probably. Let me see if I can show you the color. Ah, it's not working. It was kind of bad. I'll show more in my quilt video, because if you don't quilt, you probably don't care. But I did get that on flash sale. I think I got it for like 23 bucks, so that was nice. And then I have been wanting this pattern, USA Mug by Shane and Christine Designs. So I got that. And I'm gonna work on that for Red, White, and June. And then these are new from the Fat Quarter Shop, but I just thought they were adorable. I really love them. I don't know if I'm gonna do them on black or like a Vintage Country Mocha, but I really do like them on the black. And I love how they made them smaller. And look at this. This is my dough bowl, basically. It's probably even bigger than that, but you know how I was talking about that big dough bowl? So I love that they're this smaller size. They did some Christmas, what do they call these typeface that were bigger, and I kind of wish they all were small like this. I like this. So they're 70 by 70, and they finish at 5 by 5. I think their other ones finish at 7 by 7 or 9 by 9 maybe. But that's on 28 count or 14 count. So you could do them on a smaller count, the bigger ones, and have them probably match this size pretty close. So anyway, got that. So I'm gonna plan on working on those things for Red, White, and June. And then I have that Brenda Gervais one. I can't remember. It's a new release with the house and the bird. So I'll probably work on that too. I don't know. We'll just go along with the finished stuff. I'll just start something new. So those are my plans for Red, White, and June. And then, sorry about my head. I have like baskets everywhere here. Okay, so sampler. So the first sampler I worked on was my Snooty Parrots. And I showed you this before. It's my last video. I think I was just finishing up the rotation, but Snooty Parrots by Barbara Anna Designs. And I think this one I got the most progress done on. So what I was doing was that 5 by 5 that Salt Box Stitcher came up with, or I don't know if she came up with it, I assume she did. That's where I heard the idea. And here are my flosses. They're the called for floss. Where you work on 5 different projects in Maynia for 5 days at a time. Now some of them I did a little more than 5 days because I hadn't worked a lot every day on them. Yeah, so, but it worked out good. I like doing that. I think I'm gonna keep kind of doing something like that. With my regular stitching. So I didn't iron anything today, but here is my progress here, which I think is the same as last time I showed it. Here's the whole thing. So yeah, so I think I'm going to get back to that one next when this is over. And I think I'll work on this one maybe till it's done, or maybe just a few days at a time. I don't know. See what I feel like. I'm not good at rules like that, although this did work pretty well for me. But I might do like 3 days at a time on these, we'll see. Okay, and then I worked on, and then I worked on Louisa, the big one, which I'll just show quick because I've shown all these before. So there's Louisa Barney by Reflex Stay Suave. I'm saying that right. I did take French in high school, but that was a long time ago. So I'm using all the called for DMC, which there's actually more than this, but this is all I have on Floss Chops. And I'm doing this on 36 count. I always forget the name of it. Cedar Plank by Lakeside. And this is the same progress as before. That light's hitting that weird, those wrinkles. See, it's just that top left portion. Yeah. Ooh, that lighting is really bad on that piece for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, and then I worked on, I'm saying started because all I had done was the border before this. Rose Ada Featherstone by Hands Across the Sea. And I am using all the called for. I got this kitted from Hobby House. Ooh, kind of a mess. And I have this in a berry stitch boat bag. This was a bag I made. It's too big. And the other one is a bag from Amazon. Okay. So here's a little bit of progress on that. Yeah, the wrinkles are just messing up the lighting. I didn't bring up my board today either, but see, there we go. Kind of see. There you go. I love these little, I don't know what they are, flowers or buds around the edge. Cute. So I have the whole border done. I just got belleted. Lighting is the bane of my existence. I was being lazy and I didn't set up my light behind the camera, and now I'm wishing I had. Okay. So then after that, I worked on Heloise, and I feel like I got a lot of progress on Heloise. It's not gonna look like it because just Heloise is a big, big girl. So I started up here, and I think I'm about here. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but she is a lot of stitching. So I'm using the Floss. Beautiful colors. And I'm stitching it on 36 count cream and sugar by Fiber on a Whim. And let's see if that's the right way. That is my progress. So yeah, so when I started, let me see. Yeah, when I started, I only had this done. So I did this, and all of this, I believe. I don't think I had this done yet. So yeah, I am really happy with that progress. So I was thinking maybe if I try, I'm just trying to figure out a way to have a system where I manageably get these samplers done. Because I realized I start a ridiculous amount of things. I love the planning when I'm going to start, and I love the starting. I love the finishing, but that's what I am. So I was thinking maybe if I just commit to stitching like 2 hours a week on each of them, that might be another good way to do it. So either that or the rotation, I don't know. But I don't know. So I'm gonna have to think between those two. I might try them both and see what works better. Because I remember Kimberly at Backorder Shop, she was doing that Fall on the Farm last fall, and she stitched on it, I think she started in the summer, 2 hours a week. And it took her, a few months, but she got the whole thing done. Now I know this is bigger than that, but that was still pretty big. So, I don't know. If you have a good way of a good rotation that works for you, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to know. And don't let me forget to do the giveaway winners. I have them right here. I picked them before because I was afraid I'd take too long picking them on air because I haven't used that comment picker in a long time. Anyway, okay. And then the last one I start is a new start. This wasn't a whip. I decided to start Salute to Abigail by Blackbird Designs. And it only calls for, 4 colors. So they call for thread gatherer silks. But I chose to pick Vicki Clayton silks. So that's what I chose. And I just want to show you real quick. So in these Blackbird design books, I don't like to use them. Like if I use the chart from here, I would have to like fold it back and then it breaks the spine and everything. So I make, I'll show you real quick, a copy of the chart, and then I just put that in the book and I use that. And that way too I can mark on it because I like to mark where I've stitched. I also have a program on my iPad, GoodNotes, that you can do that. I just haven't gotten in the habit of doing that. Okay, so anyway, I am doing this with Vicki Clayton Silks, this is another little Amazon bag. And I'm stitching it on 36 count Hemingway from Needle and Flax. So here's my start, and I am absolutely loving this blue silk on this Hemingway. I'd gotten like a fat half of this when I went to Hobby House, and it is gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. I love Needle and Flax. Her stuff is so pretty. So that is my progress, which is pretty good. That was like a night and a morning, so that's not bad for me. And here are the colors of the silk. Someone had asked me the colors from my last video, and I answered her in her comments, but I'll tell you here too. For the 2 blues, for the dark blue I'm using, it's called Steeled Nerves. You can kind of see there. Kind of a little darker than my shirt. And then, sorry about the lighting today, it's just really bad. Hopefully when I watch this back, it's better than it looks here. And then Waterworks, which is the light blue. So those are the 2 right there. This is the dark blue and this is the light blue. And the border kind of alternates between those, and then the berries will be red. And then, after my red, I just lost my red. My red just disappeared. Oh, here it is. Okay, then my red is Zip Service. There's the name. There's the color. Zip Service. So she has on her site packages that go with all different charts. So you could just buy for Halloween to Hawk on Hollow, you could buy all of her conversion to silks in one little pack, which I love. And they come all in these little bobbins in one little pack, and you've got everything to do the pattern. And she has that for a lot of different patterns. And if you ask her, like if you email her and say, can you convert this pattern? Like she did for me one time because she didn't have it already. So I'm sure she would do that. So anyway, that's really nice. But then she also has variegated, just individual colors. And you can buy 3 at a time or 1 at a time. And I think it's like $3 for one of these or $9 for 3 of them, which is not bad, something like that. So I at one time was trying to convert a red for some pattern, I can't remember what. And so I just ordered a bunch of her reds. And then I love blues, so I just ordered a bunch of blues one time. So I'm gonna kind of keep doing that with all the colors. So if I wanna convert something to Vicki Clayton's, I can. So it worked out great for this. So then the white I'm using is called Kodiak Bear, and it's like a creamy color. There's that. So yeah, so those are my silks, and I am loving how this is coming out. So I'll work on this also for Red, White, and June too. And her website is handdyedfiberarts.com, I think. But if you just type in Vicki Clayton Silks, you would find it. And then, okay, so I also was so I was in 5x5. Those are my 5 samplers plus 1. I've been working on Greta's wedding sampler, which I started last June, and I told you the story, and I was planning on working on it steadily all throughout the year, and I didn't. So I don't know, whenever I make those plans, I'm really bad about it. So I worked on it every day here in May, and I think I only missed like 1 day, and I worked on it quite a bit, but there's still, I'm not that far down. But here is the pattern. It's just a pattern off of Etsy, and I've said this before, but my daughter's theme for her wedding was birds, so that's why the bird Quaker. So I am doing it in a color that matches her bridesmaid dresses, which I need to pull out my other skeins of it because I'm just about out. It's DMC 932. It's like this lightish blue color. And I finished page 1 and I'm on to page 2, but that's as far as I got. So Greta, if you're watching, go away and come back. Unless you want to see my pitiful progress. But I'm going to keep working on this until it's done now. So this is going to be my focus. And this is on 40 count, just white Swigart. All right, so here is my progress. It doesn't look too bad. I want to be done, so I feel like it's not a lot, but it's, it's not bad. Anyway, so when I started though, all I had done was, I have a board to lay this over. Let me see if I can find something. All this stuff behind me. No, I don't really have anything. No. All right. So I gotta use this bag. Hold on. Look at this. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so when I had started, I had just had this done and part of this, I think. So all of this and part of this one. So I've gotten all, this is all page 1, and then I'm moving on to page 2. So not bad. I think it will come down to about like here. But yeah, it's pretty. And then I'm gonna put their names and their wedding date in it somewhere. All right, Greta, you can come back. You walked away. Greta is my oldest daughter. And she got married last June 4th to David, who we love. Okay. So, pretty successful Maynia. Once again, if I just didn't stitch so many different things, I'd get more done, but I'm very, I get very bored very quickly. Okay. All right, so let's do my winners. And I think that's about it, because I showed you the only haul I had was that red, white, and blue stuff. Okay, so I did a giveaway last week with some patterns that I had duplicates. And I'm going to try to do giveaways more. I don't have anything today, but I'm going to try to get something together for next time. Okay, so So the 3 patterns were House of Blues and Browns Sampler Pillow by Brenda Gervais. And then in honor of Stitch Halloween in June, I had the Teresa Kogut Snarky Cat and A Witch in Her Garden by Brenda Gervais. And this is just the pattern, not a kit. So the winners are, and I will comment on your comment. I didn't yet, but I will. For the House of Blues and Browns, it was Jill Farrell. I should have kept her comment up. I would have read it. So Jill, if you will email me at stitchingiselementary@gmail.com with your address, I will get this out to you. So Jill Farrell, congrats. And then for A Witch in Her Garden, you were just supposed to say, like for this, I think the word was sampler. That's how I found it. For this, it was witch. And the winner of this is Sharon Edmondson, Edmondson, Sharon Edmondson. So congrats. Once again, I will leave a comment on your comment, but if you will just email me at stitchingiselementary@gmail.com, and that is in the notes below. So congrats. That's a fun one. Well, they're all fun ones. And then the winner of Teresa Kogut's Snarky Cat is Josie Connor, which she had said she was a new follower or a new watcher. So anyway, congrats. And once again, email me your address and I will get this out to you. So congrats, everybody. And if you are watching and you haven't liked and subscribed, I would appreciate it if you became a subscriber. When we look at the analytics, it's like a quarter of the people who watch are subscribed. So I'm like, oh, if everybody who watched subscribed, we'd have tons. So anyhow, I think that's all I have. So I'm going to stop this video and then I'm going to start and do the Halloween whip parade and pattern parade. So I hope you all have a nice Memorial Day if you're watching on Memorial Day. Thank you to all our soldiers who have fought for us in wars. I can't imagine doing that, the sacrifice it is. So anyway, have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.